We were knocked out of the Europa League by Bayern Munich, but in today's final episode, we still have a lot to play for. If we win our final two games, we could potentially go into the European spots. If we lose them, we are certainly not getting any European football next year. It's not quite Champions League football, but European football nonetheless. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 19th episode of the FM21 Jürgen Klopp Challenge with Brighton and Hove Albion, where today we are facing Leeds and Norwich in our final two league games of the season, as we try and push for a wee bit of a miracle to overtake Manchester City and move into that 7th place spot. Can we remember that the 7th place spot is also, oh my gosh, they're versing Burnley and Fulham. They are not dropping points, but we need to pray either way. The 7th place spot is only the Europa League 2. It is impossible for us to even get the Europa League. It's not been great. We've moved forward as a club in our team, but not in the division, unfortunately. But before we go any further in today's episode, make sure that you do smash the like button, as well as subscribing to the Brighton FM YouTube channel so you don't miss next season, where we will hopefully be pushing for a Premier League title. That's my goal next year, because we've only got 3 more seasons, including next one. So you need to start pushing at some point, don't you, boys and girls? Can we please smash 12 likes on today's video? It's the season finale. Come on, surely this is getting more views than normal. And since last time we saw each other, I don't know why I clicked on the tactics screen. Since last time we saw each other, we managed to get a pretty incredible 6-0 win against Liverpool. So that's a highlight of the season. Then we brought it back down to earth by losing 2-1 at home to Arsenal. And then we beat Aston Villa 1-0. Not a bad result. But then Bournemouth beat us 3-1 away from home. They were. It wasn't good. It was quite depressing, actually. And if we won it, we would have gone above Manchester City and would currently be in European spots. And we could have actually caught Leicester. However, that's not all the way the cookie crumbled. And now we have to try and push for Europa League 2, even though I don't think Manchester City are going to be dropping points against the teams they're versing. Hey, that's all right. You live and you learn. In today's game, this is the team that we're going with. It is Edouard, Gray, McAllister, Edwards, Ward-Prowse, Cooper Miners, Lamptey, Iguine, White, Owen, and our goalkeeper in between the sticks. Walton's still not back from an injury, so we've got some youngster on the bench, and we've also got an injury to Holgate, but aside from that, everyone is fully fit. And I'm happy with this team. So let's jump into it. Let's come away with a win. And let's try and push for this European football. I mean, it's not looking good at the moment, is it? You know, the form suggests this is going to be another loss. Away from home, Leeds are never going to be an easy opponent to face. Especially in the circumstances. I mean, maybe they might even be... No, they're not in a relegation battle, actually. My cat is biting my foot right now. And I've never recorded in the kitchen... not in the kitchen, in the lounge... since we got this cat. It's a kitten, by the way. I've never recorded in the lounge because I just thought this would happen. But she's just going ham on my foot right now, and I'm not having it. I need to find a toy. But we've got a chance going on. Hold on, I'm finding a toy. I think we've got the ball in the right position. Have we scored? Did we score? I can't find a toy. Oh, I found the toy. Got a mouse. No, we didn't score. We've still got it, though. It's Lamptey running into the mixer, going for a ball into the mixer, and it doesn't quite work out. Where's the actual chance bit? Did I miss the chance bit? No, that's the chance bit. Damari Gray, Ward-Prowse with the assist. It doesn't even matter that I'm getting a cat toy for my cat. It's gone perfectly. Get in. And now no, I'm not actually having this. So I've just come back over with a toy to distract her, and she's gone over to play with one of her manual toys that doesn't need assistance, you know? She's got one of those ones where, you hit the ball and it spins around. Now she's playing with that. Could you not have done that 5 seconds ago? Could you not see I was going to get your mouse? But at least now it's next to me. That's alright. I bet you can probably hear it in the background. This is terrible. This is terrible YouTube, isn't it, boys and girls? Edwards running forward. Playing it over to someone but doesn't quite get to him. Can I just actually get back to the game? This is a really good result so far. We've been in terrible form and we're beating a side 1-0. It's also raining outside. How many distractions do I need? It's raining really heavily. I really hope you can't hear it. Because that's quite loud. 20 minutes to go. We're doing very well. It's Leeds United. They're a decent side. Away from home, this is always going to be a tough fixture. And right now, Manchester City are dropping points. Hold the phone. Burnley, I love you. Nick Pope, I despise you. But they're still winning 2-1. If that goes our way, we could actually have European football, boys and girls. Edwards, playing it back to Cooper Miners, and he's been tackled. It's not what we want to be seeing. Kent on the left hand side, but gets tackled by Lamptey. Lamptey, you absolute genius. Plays it into Aguine. Aguine moving it forward, and McAllister doesn't quite get onto it. And now it's Leeds back on the attack. Kent, Lamptey gets it though. Edwards, he's had some patchy spells this year, but I decided, he's one of the most informed players we've had at some points of the season. Not showing his form there, but definitely showing a bit of ability. And I'm thrilled with the way we've gone so far. Like, to be honest, I say it again, it's Leeds away from home. It's a difficult affair, especially when you're not in great form. Right now, we're doing everything we need to be doing to get the points, and everything we need to be doing to get into European football. Aguine moving it forward into Cooper Miners, into White. Actually, I'd also like to touch on the fact that although this season isn't doing great, like positionally wise, we're getting more points than we had last season. So we're not, we have improved. It's just an unlucky year for us. So I just would like to put that out in the open. 30 minutes to go though, and it doesn't look like Leeds are putting too much pressure on us at the moment. I can't see many shots being registered. I can't see any highlights happening right now. So I'm assuming we're doing a pretty decent job, and my cat's coming back for my hands now. Why? I'm never recording in the lounge ever again. I've decided to do it. And literally the most important game of the season. No, the Bayern Munich game was the most important of the season. But in one of the most important games of the season, I've decided to do this. And is that, to draw. Manchester City, please don't score anymore. Please don't score. We're still on top because we've got a massive goal difference. I don't want an Aguero moment. Please. I don't need it. I don't need it in my life. But let's make sure that we actually win this game. Dele Alli's coming on, and we'll save our last substitute for the last couple of minutes. I think I'll bring Dunk on for Lamptey and move White out there, or Aguina. I don't know. One of them can play out there, I'm sure. Surely. Lamptey's looking tired, so that seems like the logical move. Surely Aguina can play out there. Can he not? Hey, harden up, honestly. White, can you do a job? Yeah, you can do a job. Sweet. That's all I needed to hear. Alright. 3 minutes to go. Can we get the win? Are Manchester City going to score is probably the most important thing. Please tell me they don't score, because I think we've just managed to win it. We've managed to win it. Is Manchester City somehow pulled off an amazing result by coming back from 2-0 down? Have they? I don't think they have. They haven't. Get in. And it's Dwight McNeil that we should be saying we hate. Although, he got sent off and nothing happened, actually. But he was trying to sabotage it. But I'm thrilled with that. That has gone brilliantly. Now all we need to do is beat Norwich, and we're in European football. Our goal difference is, I believe, quite a bit ahead of Manchester City's. We have a very good goal difference at this point in time, boys. Oh, and Leicester drop points. If we beat Bournemouth at home, off camera, we'd literally be in a really good competition. And who are they versing in their last game? They're versing West Ham. That's so losable. We should be in contention for European football, like proper European football. But yes, we are miles ahead of them on goal difference, so we should be fine in that front. It's just whether or not we can win the game. Let's go out. Let's do it. And let's finish the season on a mild high. This is it. The final game of the season. Whether or not we get European football all relies on our result. And the rain has just started being a lot more loud. I hope you can't hear it, because it would ruin the tension. Maybe it would add to the tension a bit of thunder in the background. Could actually do that in post. Nah, you guys know I'm not that good at editing. Let's face Norwich at home. It should be a win. And this is the team that we're going with for it. The only change is Bissouma's come in, and we've brought Holgate onto the bench. I will stick my hand up and say Holgate was a very average signing. Like, he's good, but for 22 mil, I feel like I could have gone someone a bit better. I did expect him to be slightly better, to be honest. And then Aguine is actually playing really well right now. So if Aguine wasn't so good right now, maybe it was a good signing. I don't know. But right now we need to focus on this game. Come on, lads, show us what you can do. We're versing Matt Ryan, a former player, and they're looking quite defensive. They've got Zaha in there, Buendia. Actually, I've just realised the importance of this game. If we win, not only do we get European football, I think we could help Norwich get relegated. And Buendia has a relegation release clause, and I've been wanting to sign Buendia for quite some time. This is becoming a very important game for us. Norwich are nowhere near the relegation zone. Don't worry about it. That we just need a win for the reason of European football now. Buendia is running at us right now. This is why I want to sign him. Look at that dribbling. He's got a level of ability that no one in our team has, but clearly not no one, because McAllister's managed to get the ball back. He's heard me talking about another brilliant Argentinian, and he says, no, I'm good too, boss. Don't worry about it. And here goes Edwards cutting into the left hand side. He goes all the way around quite often. He loves doing that, and that's just not a penalty. If it's a penalty, I'll be chuffed. But I'm sorry, I just don't think that's a penalty. The animations aren't always clear. That didn't look like a pen, and that one is correctly not given as a penalty. We won't complain too much, but I would have actually liked that quite a lot. Would have given us a wee bit of comfortability in the first few minutes, although we have played a lot better than this Norwich side so far, and it was almost cemented there with the goal from Demarai Gray. Can't quite get it past the defender though. But right now, I think the main thing we need to focus on is our game. Despite the fact that I'm literally about to move the tab to check the game scoreline between Manchester City and Fulham. If they're dropping points against Fulham, that's just horrific. And they're not dropping points against Fulham currently. So we need to score a goal at some point in time. Hopefully sooner rather than later, so that we can feel a little bit more comfortable. Because right now, it's a shaky game, and it could go either way at this point. I'm not happy with the performance so far from pleased. Not tempted to make any substitutions just yet, though. No one's playing that horrifically. We're just getting unlucky in front of goal, I guess. Not creating the chances that we need to. Not scoring the chances that we need to. But we could do it straight away in the second half. But we didn't actually pick the ball up there. And now Aarons is going to whip a ball, and I'm convinced this is Norwich's chance. I'm no longer convinced. No, I'm still convinced it's Norwich's chance. On the left-hand side, they've got it. Playing back into the midfield. Edouard takes it, though. And now I'm convinced it's our chance. Don't shoot from there. Don't shoot from there. Don't shoot from there. May as well have not been anyone's chance after that. Okay, straight away, another highlight coming our way, though. Demarai Gray moving it forward. Plays it back to Wood. Of course, mugging me off like that. Don't mind it, mate. Back into Owen. Over to McAllister. There's players in the box. You can't find anyone, though. But we've still got it. Bissouma. Back into Aguine. Aguine forward to Bissouma. And now we find space. Edwards putting a ball into the mixer. And it's not come to anyone once again. It's just not falling for us in the way that we want. And the chances are over. Zaha's running through. Luckily, he doesn't have the pace to get through. And it is the end of the highlight. But with only 35 minutes to go, we need to score in this highlight. Come on. Put it into the back of the net. I don't know. I don't care who it is. I don't care how it happens. As long as it goes in, I'll be happy. But it hasn't gone in. It hasn't gone in. McAllister tried to go around the goalkeeper, and he did enough to get a toe onto it, a finger onto it. And now he's attacking my foot again. She's attacking my foot again. Sorry, I hate it when I get my cat's gender mixed up. Oh, and Ryan has pulled out another great save. And now I'm thinking a tactical substitution needs to be made at some point soon, but we're still creating so many opportunities. It's surely just a matter of time until we score, and of course it is Demarai Gray. I love that man. We signed him on a free, and he is so good. I actually don't get it. Like, I didn't play him for so long because I just looked at him and I was like, you know, he's not good enough. He's not as good as our players. But he honestly, he just outshines everyone, and I don't understand how. He's so good, man. I absolutely love him. And can my cat not eat my foot when I'm trying to be happy about us scoring? Where is her toy? What have you done with your toy? There. Have your toy. No, even then. Even when I'm holding her toy in front of her, she's still like, nah, foot, please. No, not how it works. Demarai Gray's moving on to the right-hand side. As a winger, Dele Alli is going to be an inside forward on attack, and that's all I feel I need to do right now. I mean, why am I making attacking changes? We've just scored a goal. I mean, I guess scoring another couldn't hurt. Your toy is right here. Now that's my charger. She's attacking my charger for my laptop. She's trying to sabotage this channel, boys and girls. It's messed up, honestly. And it would be messed up if we concede here now, actually. It's Norwich on the ball, playing it forward. And now I'm nervous. Diego Costa They've got Diego Costa. How have I not noticed that? How have I not noticed that? They've got Diego Costa for Norwich City. And El Nini. And Wendina. And okay, that one's not so surprising. But I think we're about to win the ball back. We clear it long, but we give it straight back to them. Oh, I'm frightened. We've got Zaha as well. They've done good bits. Honestly, I'm impressed with these transfers. I shouldn't be complimenting them. I don't want them to score. Is that in? Oh, it's wide. I paused it, and it looked like it was in the back of the net, but luckily it was just wide of the post. I just don't need to see highlights anymore. I'm done with highlights. I've had enough of them, thank you very much. El Nini's on it, playing it back to their defender. I mean, I have a small feeling we're winning it back. We have won it back. Demarai Gray into Bissouma, back into Demarai Gray. If we score here, it's got to be game, set, match. That's cheeky. That is cheeky. It's not very good, but it's cheeky. And we're going to make another tactical change. It's McAllister looking tired, so I will bring him off. And final substitution of the entire season is going to be Lamptey to come off just because he's tired, and I know that Holgate's got a bit about him. In the last 12 minutes, to hold on, we've made everything that we can. We can still adjust the tactics, but realistically, I'm not going on to a defensive mentality, am I? I mean, it's not that panicked. I think that we're dominating this Norwich side. We're unlucky to not be any further up than we are. However, if they score in the last few minutes, I will be very emotional. But I don't think it's going to happen from this highlight. Ward-Prowse, he's going to curl it around the wall. It's going in, and it has gone in. It's game, set, and match. And we have gone into the European football 2 years on the trot. And I think we've gotten a much better points tally than we did last year. So say what you will about the position. I know it doesn't look great in comparison to last year. Looks like we're going down, actually. Oh my goodness, they've almost scored there. Luckily, we had that goal, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm sorry that my head is turning left, right, and centre, so the microphone's probably not picking it up, but my cat is genuinely still attacking me. But it doesn't matter right now, because I'm focused on the game. We've won 2-0, and we are going to the Europa League 2. It's not quite got the same ring about it, but it's enough, and I will take it, boys and girls. And it is Ward-Prowse on form, who has been one of our best players all season. I'd probably give him Player of the Year personally. And if you actually do compare the points tallies from this year and last year, see, look, 63 points, and we finished 7th place. Last year, 56 points, and we finished 6th place. If we got 63 points last year, we would have been in Champions League football. Yeah, so I'm not doing bad, guys. Like, come on, cut me a wee bit of slack. I need to pause, because first of all, we need to. Oh no, my cat's actually fine. I was gonna pause because my cat's like attacking my foot, but she's actually pretty chill now. Although she's now going for the hand. Why is there so much cat commentary in this episode? Are the awards out? The awards still aren't out. Are we into the Europa League? Yes, we are in the Europa Cup too. That really hurt. Okay, Reed satisfied with the win. Let's get some awards going, boys and girls. No awards. I'm pausing it. Okay, the cat's eating. We need to do this fast. The new arrivals, the season review, it's upon us. Let's take a look at what we've been graded for our signings. Did I click it? I think I did click it. It's just not registering. I've definitely clicked it. There we go. Demarai Gray, he's got to have a high rating. B+. I like it. This man brought in on a free, and he's done really well for Schalke in the Bundesliga, so chuffed about that one. Aguinay, I can agree. A+, brilliant signing. Ward-Prowse is a C. Yep, no, that makes sense. That makes no sense, man. Owen, definitely a great signing. Bentaleb, not a bad signing, but not quite what we needed. Alina, I like it. He's good for the future. Our goalkeeper, he's definitely got a bit of ability about him. Mahrez was a great player to bring on loan, but I'm happy that we're not actually having to pay a fee. You cannot give Salcedo an E. You cannot give Salcedo an E. I'm refusing to believe that. Edouard an A-, Dali Ali a B-, and Coopen Miners is getting a B. Lindstrom B+, Holgate C+, Diallo terrible signing, and a couple others in there, but no one really that important. We finished 7th place. We got a lot of good wins in there. In terms of the Europa League, we lost to Bayern Munich in the quarterfinal. We lost to Chelsea in the 4th round of the FA Cup. You can definitely hear that. How loud does that truck need to be? In the 4th round of the FA Cup, and we're knocked out by Manchester City in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Moments to remember. I imagine the Liverpool 6-0 win is going to be heavily planted on this. It's not in there. how is that not the match to remember? I mean, a 4-1 win is definitely decent against Leicester City. A 7-0 win is our biggest win in the goal this season. I still believe you cannot click on, even though it's only a couple of weeks away from Football Manager 2022. That's all right. We've got less sponsorship money and less broadcast revenue, but we were in European football. Yeah, no, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, no, it really does. Edouard, Dele Alli, Ward-Prowse, McAllister, and Bissouma getting the most shirts sold. So we're doing pretty well in that department, and this apparently is our best 11. And straight off the bat, you can see the Maupay up top, and that's dodgy cool. I don't know if I agree with it, but I can see where they're coming from. I think Edouard and Maupay were just as good as each other in parts this year, so I think that's fair enough. Aside from that, I'd agree with each and every single one of the players. Maybe Edwards on the right-hand side, but Dele Alli has come in and done a really good job for us. I'm absolutely stoked with that signing. I think it was a great deal by myself. And the fans' player of the season is Demarai Gray. But then, I don't believe he's gone signing of the season. Okay, no, it makes sense. But Demarai Gray is the player of the season. I can agree with it. He's taken so long to cement himself in the squad, but he's really turned into a brilliant player. I'm impressed, and I can admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong about him. Young player of the season goes to Aguine. Signing of the season goes to the goalkeeper. Gray. Not like we didn't just sign him this year, that's alright. Maupay, top goal scorer. I can understand why he was up top now. Most assists for Ward-Prowse. Most player of the match awards for Gray. Highest average rating for Gray. And no one cares about that bottom one. Just don't even tell us about it. And now we have some players inducted into our best 11. Maupay's still in there. We've got Gray on the right-hand side. Trossard needs to be replaced. He was terrible. He was really bad. He's still at the club. Oh, that's right. I forgot he's still at the club. I need to sell that, man. Yeah, I don't need him at all. Apart from that, I think I agree with every single person in that best 11. It looks very, very tasty. If we had that squad, actually, it is basically our squad. It's literally our squad. The only difference is White needs to be in there instead of Dunn. But okay, makes sense. I completely disagree with that decision, but that's okay. Is anything new in this expectations? What do they want us to get next year? They want us to qualify. I don't know. Where is it? Top half. There we go. And then in the future, they want us to go in the Euro Cup. I'm fine with that. I think all of that's fine. Everything's the exact same as last year. I'm fine with keeping all of it in there. End of season team meeting. And I guess I'll just tell them top half. Yeah? Yeah, they're all satisfied with that. Let's go knockout stages. Yeah, they're fine with it. I just don't want to say anything wrong. You know, I don't need to say anything astronomically brilliant. I just don't need to say anything wrong. And Owen wins the Young Player of the Season in the Premier League. So, wow. No. No. Like, he's been decent, but there's been multiple times where I've thought about swapping him out for Bernard, who, by the way, is just a left back that is pretty average, but just consistent. I would argue Bernard has been better, but he's won Young Player of the Season. I got a notification a while ago saying, like, the players he was up against, and I don't believe it was up against, like, this dude, the SZ dude. I think it's SZO. Yeah, this guy for Leicester. Oh, to be fair, he hasn't done that well either. It was probably the best of a bad bunch, but I'll take it. Good job, Owen. I love it. And we got second place in the Golden Glove. Second place. That's brilliant. I'm chuffed about that. And how do we have no players inducted into the Team of the Year? That's disappointing. Fans Player of the Year, De Bruyne. English Footballer of the Year, De Bruyne. Let's just look at the Manager of the Year, because obviously I didn't win it. Oh, Solskjaer, I like it. And Team of the Season, Team of the Year. No, that's Team of the Week. My bad. Award winners. Team of the Year. Yeah, no one anywhere close to it. Obviously, that we would have been told if we were, but unfortunately, no one getting any top awards this year. But we did have some players in and around the region. You know, we've got okay, no one on there, but I know that Edwards was on 12, so that's not bad. Ward-Prowse is up there for the 7th place with 11 assists. Apart from that, that's basically it. But we had a good season overall. It looks like a step back. It genuinely does, because, you know, we finished higher last year. But I think we've done well. We've done enough to get ourselves into European football. And next episode for the transfer special is going to be something special. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed it. And I'll see you all later.